Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Coming up on The Zone Extra, football season comes to an end as champions are crowned and basketball season gets underway. Tonight in our Coach's Corner, I'm joined by the man who just led Roncalli to a championship, plus a kick for a state title. Meet our athlete of the week from Western Boone.
I think I walked out on that field and it was a really surreal experience.
Find out how you can be a part of the show with our top plays. The Zone Extra starts right now. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Zone Extra. I'm Anthony Calhoun. 6 football champions, all from Central Indiana. We've got you covered, and we transition to the winter sports calendar. In our Coach's Corner tonight, I'm joined in studio by the man who just led Roncalli to a state title. John Rodenberg, is here. Plus, our athlete of the week kicked Western Boone to a championship. Olivia Ray has more on a family connection to the Indianapolis Colts, and you won't want to miss our top play of the week, courtesy of Lawrence North Wildcats. Also, we want to see and hear from you, so stick around to find out how you can be a part of the show in weeks to come. Now, let's take a look at this week in high school sports. It was a battle of unbeatens for the Class 1A football title as number 1 South Adams took on number 5 Covenant Christian. The Warriors jumped out to a 21-point halftime lead before the Starfires stormed back with 28 straight points. A touchdown by Gage Coffey, with just over 3 minutes to go, put Covenant Christian back in front. But South Adams answers with a minute and a half remaining. The Starfires decide to go for 2 and the win. But Christian Somerset is stopped short there. Covenant Christian wins its first state title in any sport with a 41-40 thriller.
Most trust I've ever had in our defense. I knew we were going to be able to stop them. I knew that they knew exactly what was coming. It was that outside sweep. I was over on like the 30-yard line on a knee because, I was nervous.
I feel like I just ran 75 miles and I'm sweating like it. My heart's still racing like it. Good night. That was a great game.
Oh, congratulations to Coach Lyons. Okay, hey, the Class 2A title game was a thriller as well between Western Boone and Fort Wayne Bishop Dwenger. The Knights led by 9 late, but a Weibo touchdown run here by Robbie Taylor gets the Stars within 2. The Weibo defense gets the ball back, and the Stars have a chance to win it here. Josiah Smith here from 38 yards out. The field goal is good, and Western Boone wins a 3rd straight title. You want to stick around, folks, because a little bit later, Olivia Ray has more with the game's hero and his father, who will be very familiar to a lot of Colts fans. All right, in the Class 3A matchup, it was top-ranked Bishop Chatard going for a 2nd straight title, facing number 5 Danville as the Warriors made their first state finals appearance in 21 years. This one was all Trojans, though. Tommy Hannon here rushed for 3 touchdowns. And a quarterback here, Carter St. John, threw for 3 scores as Bishop Chatard rolled to a 42-14 win. The Trojans have now won 15 football titles, a state record.
This feeling's incredible. It's something us and our team has worked really hard for through COVID, and I'm really proud that we could get it done, and it was amazing. Since the 3rd grade, since I started playing football, I've always dreamed of being in this situation. Now that I'm here, I'm so glad that we could get it done, and I was with such a great group of boys, and we've really become a family.
All right, how about that? Congratulations to them. So here we go. Class 4A, Roncalli jumped out to a 28-0 halftime lead and never looked back as quarterback Aiden Leffler threw for 5 touchdowns as Roncalli rolls to a 49-7 win over Hobart. It's football title number 10. 10 for the Roncalli Rebels. Much more on the game ahead in minutes with their head coach, John Rodenberg. He's going to join us here tonight on the Zone Extra. And in the Class 5A title game, it was the number 1 ranked here Cathedral take it on Zionsville. The Irish raced out to a 22-0 lead, but the Eagles battled back, closing to within 1 score twice. However, Cathedral's offense was just too much. Quarterback Nathan McCahill threw for 322 yards and a 5A title game record, tying 5 touchdowns as the Irish claim the program's 13th state championship and first since 2015.
We've been really balanced all year. I'll tell you, Zionsville played a whale of a game. They pushed us to the limit, and our guys stepped up in the second half and got it done. And this was a really tough, hard-nosed team that we played. Give them a ton of credit, and I'm glad our guys, hung in there and got the victory.
All right, congratulations to the Irish. In Class 6A was a top 2 showdown as unbeaten and top-ranked Center Grove took on number 2, Westfield's Jake Gilbert's Rocks. They entered the title game, winners of 12 straight, and looking for the program's second ever state title. This one was all Trojans, though. Senior Carson Steele had 31 carries for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns as Center Grove jumped out to a 28-0 lead in that second quarter. Quarterback David Jackson connected with Trenton Veith here on a pair of scoring strikes in the game, and the Trojans would go on to win this one 38-14 and complete a perfect season. 14-0 is the third state title for Center Grove football, all under longtime head coach Eric Moore.
You know, we knew coming out of that second half that we were the number 1 team in the state, and we knew we had to keep leading on, and especially when COVID hit, it's almost like the team had to kind of do their own thing, with training and drills and stuff. Everybody came back to one, and that's what led us to this great victory.
All right, congratulations to the Trojans and Coach Moore. Job well done by them. Okay, in the pool, how about this? Both boys and girls swimming seasons are now underway. Of course, last year, the Carmel Greyhounds, I should say, and head coach Chris Plum took on both team titles and looked to be the favorites once again this season. Here's a look at the preseason boys swimming rankings. Number 1 is Carmel. Number 2 is Fishers. And you see Chesterton there 3, Franklin 4, Homestead is 5. And then meanwhile, the girls' preseason swimming rankings here, Carmel's number 1 there, the Tigers of Fishers 2, Northridge 3, Zionsville 4, then Homestead running out the top 5 there in girls swimming preseason rankings. All right, moving to basketball now. The boys hoops season is officially underway. Of course, last season ended after sectionals due to the coronavirus pandemic. Lawrence North finished last season 25-2 and won a sectional championship. Tony Perkins graduated and now playing college ball at Iowa. However, Jack Keefer's Wildcats return a strong team, including seniors DJ Hughes, Shamar Evans, and Donovan McCulley, as well as junior CJ Gunn. Ellen tips off its season coming up on Saturday in the Sneakers for Santa Shootout at Brownsburg. And Coach, according to Coach Jack Keefer, it's been quiet. Quite an adjustment, I should say, for his basketball team.
We got a late start. Our first game would have been Marion, but they canceled that. So we picked up Hammond late, and we play at Brownsburg on Saturday. So that'll be our first game. And a lot of people have played 2 games by now. So we're getting a late start, but I guess we just keep practicing until we get there. It's been very, very stressful. It's stressful on the kids, it's stressful on the schools, it's stressful on the coaching staff.
Yeah, he's got a good team, though, this year. We'll see what happens with the Wildcats. Okay, folks, time for a break, but we have much more ahead here tonight on the Zone Extra. Glad you're with us. Up next, here we go, is the Coach's Corner. His Roncalli football team just brought home a state championship. John Rotenberg, he's in studio tonight. Can't wait to talk to Coach. And still ahead, a kick for a championship. We're going to introduce you to our Athlete of the Week from Western Boone High School. That story coming up.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
All right, we're back here on the Zone Extra. Anthony Calhoun here with you tonight. Time now for our Coach's Corner. In his first season at Roncalli, he led the football program to a 13-1 record. Man, talk about a state championship last weekend. He has now coached teams in 3 different states to state titles. Please welcome to the Zone Extra studios here tonight, Roncalli head football coach John Rotenberg here with us. And Coach, congratulations. My goodness, state champion, first year. We were talking about this just during the commercial break. You were just concerned with the buy-in at the beginning of the year. And I got to tell you what, it seems like they bought into what you were preaching.
They did. You know, it's a great group of kids. When I came in, because I didn't get to meet them, I met them a little bit when I first got the job.
Yeah.
You know, and then the old COVID came on, and then the month of June we were down. So really the first time I met them was July. So, you know, I'm thinking, okay, well, I gave them workouts to do in June. And I said, you know, I'm going to see what happens when I come in here in July. And that first day that we came in and we met in July and we ran, I was real impressed. Yeah. You know, I thought, okay, these guys did what I asked them to do. And from that kind of moment, I thought, all right, you know, I think these guys really want to win, and you know, they're going to listen and they're going to be coached, and it went from there.
That's great. And so let's flash back to last week, Lucas Oil Stadium state championship game against Hobart. And you've been like this throughout the postseason, especially the last 3 games in the postseason, getting off to fast starts. How much do they help your football team?
Oh, I think it's tremendous. First of all, it gives your football team confidence. And the second thing, it puts the other team on their heels. Changes a little bit how they call things offensively, you know, and then maybe makes them take a couple chances defensively, which opens up gaps for our running game. So I thought it was huge. Just to play 3 really good football teams and to jump out like that, it was amazing.
Yeah, so what do you like about this team this year that made it so special that you were able to go the entire season here with just 1 loss and winning the state championship?
2 games come to mind. You know, we had lost the Chittard game, the second game of the season, and then we end up playing Columbus North and Lafayette Harrison, 2 teams that we had to come from behind to win in the 4th quarter. And I think anytime you can come from behind and you can, you know, overcome adversity, which is something I really preach to these kids, yeah, I think that shows a little bit of character. And those 2 football games, which I thought were really good football teams, when we came back and beat them in the 4th quarter, I think we got something here. Yeah. And that was huge.
Well, look, the ultimate goal for any high school student athlete is to win a state championship and get that ring. And, you know, you look at the celebration here with your Rebels. I know this means a lot to you, but I also know it means a lot to you because it's a chance for these seniors to walk out of here with a championship ring, which is pretty special, right?
Oh, no doubt. You know, you talk, sometimes people talk about state championships, they don't understand how hard it is to win.
That's right.
And there's so much that goes into it. There's a little bit of luck, there's a lot of talent, there's a lot of work, there's a lot of sacrifice, and it just all has to come together at the right time. And for these kids to be able to do that, you know, what a fantastic moment.
That's tremendous. And one thing I think is so amazing, we were talking about this before we came back here through the commercial break, was how what a year. Who would have thought? And I think your first game was canceled this year, right? Canceled. And you get through the whole season and you make it all the way to the championship game, and there's yes, you had to dodge some COVID situations here and there, but to have a complete season, that's unbelievable. Bravo to IHSAA, but to yourself, family members as well, the student athletes, for doing a wonderful job. Safety first.
Yeah, I really have to compliment the IHSAA. They really pushed us. They pushed us. You know, they had a mission that they were going to get this season in, and they did it. Yeah. You know, and then for all the teams that had to go through a lot of things they went through. You know, games were canceled, games were rescheduled. For us, for not only us, but for everybody. So what a great season, what a memorable season, and you know, I think it's one everybody's going to remember for a while.
You're right about that. And real quick before we let you get out of here, you got a lot of talent coming back next year too, right?
A lot of underclassmen played this year. So, you know, we're going to enjoy this for a little while, and then I'll get back to the reality of starting over again.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Congratulations, state champs, Roncalli, the Rebels, getting it done here in high school football. We appreciate your time, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Okay, no problem. We're going to take a timeout. Still ahead here tonight on the Zone Extra. It's time for our Athlete of the Week. Why a high school state championship winning kick was so special for one former Colt. Olivia Ray has that story coming up. Plus, we take a look at our game plan for tomorrow. Yeah, high school hoops is here. We'll have it for you coming up.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to the Zone Extra. The 2020 IHSAA Football State Championship did not disappoint, but one was dubbed an instant classic, and for a good reason. Western Boone trailed by 9 with 2 minutes remaining, and they left with the trophy. Our Olivia Ray shares why former Colts punter Hunter Smith is celebrating the big win.
There are few things greater in life than watching your loved ones light up as you take a trip down memory lane. But former Colts punter Hunter Smith discovered an even prouder moment when his oldest son started forging a similar path.
I hadn't experienced that. It's kind of that feeling of your child is out there and you can't do anything for them, and they're suddenly put in this situation. And better than anyone in the stadium, I know what that situation is like.
Fast forward about a decade since the last time Hunter Smith had laced up his shoes in Lucas Oil, and there stands his 15-year-old son, Josiah Smith, tasked with a 38-yard field goal attempt that could win or cost Western Boone their third straight state title.
11 seconds remaining, and they're going to try to kick it right here to win the game.
I can only express one emotion, and that was, I don't know if it was an emotion as much, I just cried. I just broke down crying. I didn't know where that came from.
I think I walked out on that field and it was a really surreal experience because I felt like I was walking in his footsteps. When I stepped up to do it, I really just thought of, my dad always told me just to calm down and just go do something, and so that's what I had to do.
The snap, the hold, the kick, all good for the Weibo game winner, which will go down in IHSA history as one of the great come-from-behind classics. And for the Smith family, this highlight, it's going to be hard to top.
Oh my gosh, this is just crazy. You can't imagine all the emotions going through my head, but I mean, one play doesn't win a championship.
I don't think I've ever felt relief like that. I don't think I would have felt relief like that doing something that won a Super Bowl myself, because you want so much for your kids.
And you can expect much more from Josiah, who's just in the middle of his sophomore year. So from state to Super Bowl rings, the Smith family, they're just getting started. Olivia Ray, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Wow, what a great story there. Congratulations to them. Okay, time for a break, but more still to come on the Zone Extra, including our play of the week. Plus, we look ahead to a great Friday night in high school hoops. That's coming up.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
All right, we're back here on the Zone Extra. One of our favorite parts of covering high school sports is the passion of both the players and the fans in the stands. The school spirit we see is incredible everywhere we go, and each fall we award the prestigious Zone banner to the school with the best school spirit. And how about this? Congratulations again to Westfield. The banner season may be over, but we are always on the lookout for great school spirit across Central Indiana, whether it is in person, socially distanced, or virtually. Being creative, community involvement, and the passion make high school sports special. Keep showing us why your school has the best school spirit, and we cannot wait to battle again for the banner. But congrats there to Westfield, the 2020 Zone Banner Champs, Student Section Champs. All right, now time to take a look at our play of the week. Each week, of course, we feature one of the top plays from a world of high school sports here in Central Indiana. Plus, we want you to get involved. You get a chance to submit your videos, and you could be featured on a future show. Here's this week's top play. Girls hoops, defending 4A champ Lawrence North here, tied with Carmel. Jayla Smith steps back here, deep three, beats the buzzer. Wow! Nothing but net. Wildcats win a thriller. Our crews see a lot of great action, but as I mentioned, here's how you can submit your chance here to get a video here on the show. All you gotta do is go to our website, also tweet at us as well. Chance for you to be a part of the show here for the play of the week. All right, and Miami TV Channel 23 is your local home for high school sports. We've got a big one coming up on tomorrow night, Friday at 7:30. Pike against Ben Davis. We'll have it for you. Miami TV Channel 23 coming your way. And it's all basketball season, and we're ready to go on the Zone. Coming up tomorrow night, as I mentioned, we'll be live there at Ben Davis High School for the matchup. Plus, we have crews covering games throughout Central Indiana. Here's a look at our game plan. Just a few games here, but of course, we're going to have about 13 to 14 games coming up on the Zone tomorrow night. There's some of our feature matchups we'll have for you on the Zone tomorrow night. All right, folks, hey, a big thank you so much for watching the Zone Extra. We greatly appreciate it. Of course, we're back here next Thursday, right here, 7 o'clock here on Wish TV.